if anybody jumps on. Bree! Bree, come! Bree, come! Bree, come here. Bree, come here. Is she friendly? Is your dog friendly?
He's old.
Bree, come here, leave it. Bree, come. Bree, leave it. Bree, come here. Bree, come here. Stay away from psycho dogs. Come on. What's up, guys? How's it going? Out here at the dog park. Thought I would jump on for a few minutes in lieu of a normal show. Show you guys the unhappiest place on earth, as I like to call it. Normally be a fun place, but it's the people that ruin it, is the thing. Bree. So we're out here just hanging out. I had some cool events happening, which was Bree, leave it. What's up, Rambo? Can you guys hear me okay? Bree, leave it. Your dog is not a dog. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, this is not gonna be a normal episode today, so we're just doing this live from the dog park. Let me show you guys my dog. So this is Bree, who I'm always hanging out with. Yeah, Okinawa at the dog park. She loves to get some good smells on her. So today is a big day for the doggo because we've got the dog park. She's getting a heartworm test at 10. So that's why there's not a live show. She's getting her veterinarian appointment. She has to get all these annual tests and physicals for her to be out here in Okinawa because we're SOFA status. So your dog hates dogs and people. I'm gonna have a hard time monitoring the chat. I'm only seeing like one message on the screen at a time. So she has a heartworm test today. All dogs that are out here owned by SOFA status Americans have to get these physicals, have to get these tests so that they can be allowed to hang out with the local Okinawan dogs, which makes sense. What's up, Space Dog? So have to hang out with the Okinawan, like Japanese dogs. They have to be totally healthy. We had to quarantine her before coming out here. Bree, leave it. Bree, come here. So she got that appointment, and then she's getting a bath. Once a month, she gets a big bath. Today happens to be that day. She's a healer Australian cattle dog. Nice. We think our dog's part Australian cattle dog, too. Miss Oki, best deep sea fishing in the world, CT says. My wife is a veterinarian. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of veterinarian opportunities out here for, I don't know if there's a lot. There's a lot of veterinarians out here in Okinawa, but there's no like 24-hour vet, which is always scary. There's no like emergency services vet that we can go to. Dog, so dangerous. This is why I hate the dog. People come here with dogs that are not friendly. They come here and they leave the gates open to the front, which is like extremely dangerous for every dog in person out here. So we did a DNA test on our dog, and she came back 25% Chihuahua, 25% German Shepherd, 50% unidentified herding breeds, including Australian Shepherd. Oh, making friends. She's good at making friends. She's got the greatest temperament of any dog that I've ever had. She's very socially intelligent. They've told us she would be a good therapy dog. They said our dog would be a good therapy dog because she matches play style and temperament, all this stuff. She's never been in a conflict, in a fight. She doesn't even bark back when they get barked at. Emergency on call is tons of work. Yes. So our veterinarian in San Diego was Bree, leave it. Leave it. Was 24 hours, and I went in there one morning because our dog Bree had Giardia, which is like a stomach Oh, check this out. Get to watch jets take off and land all day out here, living next to the Kadena airfield. So cool. You guys see that? Too far gone. Sometimes they go like 10 at a time. It's pretty awesome. So our dog had Giardia. So I was in the vet, sitting in the waiting room. She's getting like IV fluids, waiting for the vet to go. And while she was getting IV fluids, she Ghost Rider requested a flyby. A lady came in with a bird, and the bird was like, I'm pretty sure dead, and she was crying, just so sad. Well, you're good, Justin. Are you like doped up? So you're extra comments today because you're doped up. Is that it? So this girl came in with a bird, and the bird was dead. She was crying, bawling her eyes out, and it was super sad, super duper sad. And we had to kind of just sit there, and she's in the waiting room, just extremely emotional. What's up, Chris? And the whole thing was like a huge bummer. So it's tough for an on-call vet. Get those animal pets are part of the family, So when they're in trouble, when there's something wrong, that's a horrible situation. And just like being a regular doctor and a family member comes in sick, vets have to see people, losing their animals, losing their doggos and kitties and birds and gerbils, whatever it is. Super sad. Super sad. So, yeah. So anyway, it's a bummer that there's no 24-hour vet out here. May do construction work at an Air Force base near Washington. Super honor. Nice. That's awesome, Rambo. Is it government contracting work or just near the base? So there's no 24-hour vet out here, and the thing is, there's military vets. So today her appointment's at the military vet, but that's only for like official SOFA status business. So like getting this heartworm test and stuff, and other than that, we're not allowed to take her to there for treatment. She has to go to the out in town vet because the military vet's only for like MWDs. Hello.
Excuse me. Were you trying to call my dog a psycho earlier?
No, just if he's not friendly, I was just trying to keep him away from our dog.
Okay. Well, you didn't have to make the comment of let's not play with psycho dogs.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So, so
I have a 5-year-old daughter.
well, you said he might not be.
He gets grumpy.
Okay.
He has cancer, and he's been poked and prodded a lot of surgery, so he's old.
Okay, I didn't know that. People bring unfriendly dogs here and they get in fights.
Well, that's why I'm always here.
Okay. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. I didn't know all that, obviously, so I apologize. I get real sensitive to people who like bring dogs here and the dogs are not. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That had a lot to do with it too. So just getting him reintegrated with dogs and all that.
It's true.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, I'm sorry too. So, what was I saying? Have a good day. What I was saying about veterinarians. So, we can't take her to the on-base vet, so we have to go take her out in town. But the out in town vets are really good here. She had to get 2 teeth removed out here because she broke her teeth chewing on things. My wife made a super funny joke about our dog, saying we got her DNA tested, and she ended up being a descendant, the last living descendant of the hungriest dog who ever lived. It's cool. Come out here, hang out, get to play the ball. You want the ball? Bree, you want the ball? You want the ball? What's up, Ian? Bree, ball. Bree, Bree, ball. Bree, Bree, Bree. Bree, that's not your ball. That's your ball. Bree, 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 come here. Bree, Bree. Good ball. Sit. You want a treat? So if she does a good ball, she gets a treat, which is she earns it. She's such a friendly dog. We can take her anywhere. We've never ever had a problem ever whatsoever. And so we can take her anywhere. She always gets along with other dogs. She likes to play. She doesn't mind playing like rough. She can handle it. She can like run around and get tossed around. She has no big issue with that. So she doesn't mind the butt sniffing, Larry. She's cool. I mean, she's like 4.5 years old, so she's still pretty young. I know dogs, they get older. They get maybe a little more temperamental. What's up, Lucas? I saw Ian in the chat. So they get a little more temperamental with age, maybe, but she's good. She's super good, and she loves playing with the dogs out here. So there's so people at this dog park, they bring dogs who are like not neutered or spayed, right? They bring dogs who are not good. They fight, they attack, right? They're violent. They leave the gates open, all this stuff. I get so pissed. So earlier, there was this dog that my dog was playing with, and the dog kept snapping at Bree. And I asked the owner, I was like, "Is your dog friendly?" And she said, "Sometimes." And I said, "Bree, stay away from psycho dogs." And she said, "Sometimes." I took that as like, no, you know what I mean? Like, I took that as just saying like, no, this dog ain't friendly. So chill with your dog. And I'm like, okay, cool. So Bree, come here. Don't play with the psycho dogs. So she came over. She was like, "Why did you call my dog a psycho?" I was like, "Well, you said he's not friendly. So why did you come here with a non-friendly dog?" And she's like, "No, he's pretty friendly, but sometimes he's old and he has, cancer and he can be grumpy." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry then. Uh, I get that. I didn't know all that." So, but people come here all the time with dogs who just do not know how to behave. We don't take our dogs to the dog park. Our dog loves the dog park. I love taking her to the dog park, but so people come to the dog park. They don't pick up after their dog. They don't watch their dog. They come here. They don't bring water. They don't bring treats. So we bring water and treats, and other dogs are coming over to us trying to get the water and treats. It's like, why do you come here? Do you come here just so other people can take care of your dog for you? It's so annoying. Hope you guys can hear me okay. I don't know how the wind is. It's not that windy today for Okinawa. It's actually pretty good. Bree, you want the ball? She's pretty athletic. We take her on runs. Bree, ball. Bree, ball. Bree. We take her on like 4 or 5 mile runs, but not in the summer. Bree, 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 come here. Come, ball. In the summer, what's up downtown? It gets to like, it's basically summertime now. It gets 80, 90 degrees. Any public land on that island. What do you mean public? It's like all public. Like the majority of it's not military or anything. So it's mostly public, if that's what you mean. Like a very small portion of the land on Okinawa is military, U.S. military. There's actually Japanese military too out here. They have their own military bases, but they're a defense force, as you know, because of post-World War II. Japan's military is all defense-based. Justin, you're good. You're good. Drop as many chats as you'd like. Like I said, I don't know how the wind is. I hope it's okay for you guys out there. We come out here, gonna hang out until around, let's see, what time is it? Let me check my watch without making my phone go all crazy. 9:23 a.m. So we're gonna hang out here until about 10. Is mostly American people in Okinawa? Nope. It's mostly Okinawan people who are known as Ryukyu, the people of the Ryukyu Islands. Ryukyuan Islands is an island chain that makes up Okinawa, the Karamas, all these other small islands. Because if you look on a map, if you guys pull up like Google Earth or something and look at where Okinawa is, it's way, way south of mainland Japan. It's like Japan's Hawaii. And so it originally wasn't part of Japan. And then in World War II, obviously we know what happened there. Japan was using Okinawa as a base, and the U.S. took Okinawa from Japan in the Battle of Okinawa. And then it was a U.S. territory until 1972 when the reversion of Okinawa back to Japan happened. Didn't they roll back those constitutional restrictions on their defense force? I don't think completely. I don't think they completely did. So I think it's still limited in scope of what it can be. Um, so we come out here. This place that I'm at right now, speaking of like public property, is the Chibana, Chibana golf course. Colorado has 23 million acres of public land to hike, camp, ride horses, etc. Oh yeah, there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Yeah, there is. Um, so there's oh god, what am I doing? There's tons of public land. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Chibana Golf. So the Chibana Golf Course and Dog Park is it's a nice big golf course. It's ran by the Air Force Force Support Squadron (FSS). I think it's the Force Support Squadron. So it's like military ran, but it's open to the public. So anybody can come here and golf and use this dog park. You know, it's not on base, but it's just let's see, what is it? It's just east of Kadena Air Force Base. So you go out the back gate of Kadena, and you can get over to here in like 2 seconds. And then across the street from here is base housing, some military housing, which is its own little like base, but you don't need an ID to get on. It's not really a base. No Japanese or influence on that island before World War II. I think there was Japanese influence. I don't know if it was a property of Japan before World War II, but it wasn't afterwards for a while. So the United States maintained control of Okinawa until 1972. Then it became completely back into control of Japan. Oh yes, they do, Lucas. Yes, they do, and people love it. They have so all of the fast foods are out here. Yeah, I know. I haven't even been golfing since I've been in Okinawa. It's one of the things I really want to do a lot was like go golfing like on a random Tuesday, but I just haven't done it because mostly of COVID. It's an Air Force golf course. It was referenced in the movie Bat 21. Oh, really? I'll have to go back and watch Bat 21. I haven't seen that in a long time. So they have KFC for Christmas. Yeah, that's true. So there are. Oh, here we go. So there are all the popular fast foods in the United States are here in Japan. Never gets old. I love it. Never gets old. So all the popular fast food places that you would have in the United States are here, and the menus are usually different. So like if you go to McDonald's, you're gonna get a different menu than you would in Japanese Asian themed burgers and stuff. But KFC is just like in the United States. You're gonna get the same chicken out here that you would in the United States. So KFC is one of the ones that they didn't change. So they don't have like the Japanese version of KFC. They have American KFC out here, and people love it. And they do have it for Christmas. That's true. I'm gonna try the game today when I get home from all these errands. Oh man, I got bugs all over me. So when I get home from all these errands that I'm doing with the dog, like getting her cleaned and at the vet and everything like that. Thank you very much. Our Bree was drinking some of the other gentleman's water. And after this person leaves, it's only me and one other person here, which I love. I love being the only people at the dog park. So you get like American KFC, and people love it. And so another fast food restaurant in Okinawa that you don't see really too many other places is A&W. So like A&W root beer. It's like A&W American food, burgers, milkshakes, root beer, fries, that kind of thing. And I always like when I think nice Oakleys, Jones. Yes, the Navy bought these for me, so it's the Navy hooked it up with these. So I have so many like nice clothing items from the Navy. It's great. So one cool thing. Shoot, what was I saying? What was I saying? Totally forgot what I was talking about. Talking about food. Oh, A&W. So whenever I see A&W restaurants out here in Okinawa, um, I always think of North Island. A&W is a West Coast chain. Yep. So North Island Naval Air Station North Island in San Diego, when I was there back in the day, 2004 or 5, living on base, living on the USS Ronald Reagan full time living on the ship, I would bail from the ship and go do my laundry. And at the laundry facility, there was an A&W slash Long John Silver's. So A&W slash Long John Silver's, and I would go get a burger, some fried fish, a root beer, some fries, and do my laundry, finish my laundry. Hopefully, it wouldn't get eaten alive by the machine. Get you would open the washer and it would just be flooded with water. It'd be like a bathtub. Your clothes are still sitting in a bathtub. You would then pull them out, wring them out uh, onto the ground, put them in the dryer for 4 complete dryer cycles. Takes about 7 hours to do a load of laundry. That was the E2 E3 life in San Diego. So best Oakleys are the free ones. Very true. I got these when I was just before I got out of the Navy. They've lasted me a pretty long time. Now, one funny story about Oakleys, getting a free pair of Oakleys, is actually a great story. So, I tell you guys I used to go up to Paso Robles, California, Paso Robles for training. What game am I going to play later? If I get on, it's probably going to be like Enlisted or Battlefield or something like that. I'm not sure. Probably not Squad. I don't have the time for Squad. So I'm in Paso Robles, and they had the California State Fair out there, which was this like annual event that they would do. Huge event. The California Mid-State Fair was called. Huge event, and it was so fun. So we would always try to be up there for training during that time, and we would go to work. We would go out in the field and work, and we would go then to the fair and party and drink and dance and all this stuff. They had like Garth Brooks concerts, Florida Georgia Line. I mean, major concerts, like big name concerts. And so we would go there and do that. Once Zach Brown Band played there, and they were hanging out at the same hotel as us, and they were playing in the fire pit outside the hotel after hours. It was incredible. I mean, just awesome. So we're up there for the fair. We were partying by the pool. It was a Saturday at the hotel, drinking, hanging out, and I walked in to the inside of the hotel and to get some beers for us outside, a little refill. And I'm in line at the desk of the Marriott, Courtyard Marriott, Paso Robles, and I'm not wearing a shirt. And at the time, I had my chest hair shaved into the shape of a handlebar mustache. Like I had shaved my chest hair, calling it a chest hair mustache, trying to make it a thing. Let's see. They were preparing for 1984 Summer Olympics Los Angeles. Nice. Favorite genre of music? Probably rock music is my favorite. I don't really have one that I listen to exclusively, but probably rock. Probably post hardcore. Was that what it's called? Post hardcore is probably my favorite subgenre of music. So, like A Day to Remember, Pierce the Veil type bands. So I go in there and I had this chest hair mustache, and I am in line behind this guy, and he turns around, he looks at me. I got like four, 24-ounce beers in my hand. I listen to rap and country. Yeah, I do. Just did that Scotty Hastings song. I listen to country and rap. My favorite rapper is Hobson. And I don't really have a favorite country music band or anything like that. But so turns around, he gives me a double take. He's like, "Is your chest?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." My chest hair shaved into the shape of a mustache. He says, "That's awesome. Hold on." He walked out to his car. I swear to God, his just went down. Walked out to his car, came back in. He's got 2 pairs of Oakleys in his hand. He's like, "Do you like either of these?" I was like, "I like this one over here." It was like a Tour de France special edition Oakleys. He's like, "They're yours." I'm like, "Are you kidding?" He goes, "Nope. They're yours. Take them." He ended up being the vice president of Oakley SI, Oakley Standard Issue, like the military first responder branch of Oakley. And he invited me and my buddies out to go to their facility in California. And he said we could drive their tank around the track. And we never got to do that because he stopped working there sometime after that and just never happened. But that same day, I bought a lottery ticket. We went out to the fair. We danced. We partied all night. I wake up Sunday morning, and I'm looking at this lottery ticket, hungover, and I'm on my phone. I got my lottery ticket, and I got the numbers. First number matched, second number matched, third number matched, fourth number matched. I put down the phone in the lottery ticket, and I go, "Holy crap, I won the lottery. I'm a millionaire, $180 million." And I'm like, "That's it. Life-changing money right there. I just need these last 2 numbers, and I'm good." But when I turned it over, the last 2 numbers, they did not match. But I did end up winning like $210, something like that, which I used to fund food and beer for the next day for the team. So that was on paper an incredible day. That was awesome. So I think Rambo used to ever listen to Ministry? No. Do you mean like Ministry music, or is Ministry a band, or what is that? I don't really listen to. I listen to some Christian rock bands actually that I just like in general, not because I'm religious, but just because I like the music. Um, the the Relying K is the one band I really like. Relying K, super good in my opinion. Some good songs. Some of them are like very Christian. Some of them are just like good rock songs. Relying K is Christian. Oh, Ministry? I don't know. So, uh, did I miss a question there? Sorry if I missed a question. Ministry is not Christian rock. Okay. How many tattoos do I have? I have a half sleeve on my left arm. I have a tattoo on my left ribs. I have a tattoo on my right thigh. So three pieces. But the one on my left arm was like 5 sessions. They're all military related. And they all are animals actually. The turtle, an eagle, and the squirrel. So that was not on purpose. It was not until years later that I realized all my tattoos were animals. I was like, I look like a zoo. Um, you guys see what's the Aaron Watson Sports Troops Big Time? Who is that? So did you guys see Nikki MGTV's video today on the recruiter who went to go see the kid in the wheelchair? That was pretty funny. Sorry, some of your favorite Eurovision songs from this year. Oh. My favorite Eurovision songs besides Finland and Italy. So maybe I can, let's see. I'm afraid if I minimize this window that I'm in YouTube right now, I will lose you guys. But I do have other ones. My wife and I made a whole playlist of the songs that we liked, and I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head. Uh, Growing Up is Getting Old was one of my favorites. Um, you know what I'll do? If you follow me on Instagram, I will post the playlist to my Instagram story after this live is over. You guys can check that out and see our favorite Eurovision songs from this year. Greta Van Fleet, Visit Guatemala, country artist. I don't have a favorite visit to Guatemala. Are you asking me if I would ever visit Guatemala? I don't know. I don't know that much about Guatemala. Should I? Should my wife and I come visit Guatemala? Um, so keep an eye on my dog over here. She's prowling around like she might poop. Americans watch Eurovision. So that let me tell you something. I did not know what Eurovision was, and my buddy out here, he's a military spouse. He's got a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is Alexandru Mike, M-I-C. He's Romanian, and he is a he has a Eurovision YouTube channel, all about Eurovision. And because he's out here with all these military people, he created this series of videos called Americans React to Eurovision, and I've been on a couple of them, and I think I've done 3 with him. And that's how I learned what Eurovision is. And I've got some Eurovision videos on my channel. If you look up Eurovision on my channel, you'll find videos. And I love it now. I love Eurovision now. And I'm a big fan of the Will Ferrell movie, Eurovision Song Contest. So good. So funny. And that song, oh yeah, she's pooping. My doggo's pooping. Kamala's Visit to Guatemala. No, I have not seen that. I have not seen Kamala Harris. I assume we're talking about its visit to Guatemala. Hang on, I gotta pick up this poop. Picking up poop. Being a dog, dad. Sorry, I'm like grinding this bag right next to you guys' ears. Bear with me for 1 second. Good girl. Gotta encourage her when she poops. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. So, Italy was my favorite song. I'm so glad that they won. Italy was my favorite song from this year. Super glad that they won. They deserved it, in my opinion. Song rocks. I listened to it today. I listened to that today. So, that song is on my workout playlist now. That one and Dark Side is on my playlist. So both made the workout mix. I was not expecting that from Eurovision. Put down the phone for a second. I gotta tie off the poop bag. The jet's flying by. Okay, we're back. Look at this. You see the aircraft? Giant jet. I saw that. Thank you to everybody who just followed on Instagram. You will see my Eurovision playlist at the conclusion of this live stream. I will post it up there on the story. Yes, I saw you guys followed. Thank you. Bree, ball. She got the ball. Bringing it back. Bree. Ball. You got ball? Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Good ball, Bree. Good ball. Sit. Bree, can you sit? Now she gets a treat for that. That's good. That's a good deal right there. My wife is really good. She trained Bree on all these great tricks that she can do now, behaviors, fetch, all this stuff. She knows how to get the reward. She knows how to get the ball, all that stuff. It's great. She is the best. She needs some water refill. Sorry if I just missed any comments, but does your dog hunt? No. Neither do I. I also do not hunt. It's not really something I have a big interest in. When I was a kid, my hunting experience is limited to this. When I was a kid, we had a serious problem with rabies in where I'm from in New York. Like raccoons, big time, walking around with rabies, foaming at the mouth, like like this, like zombies, right? Rabid animals are like zombies. They move slow. They're foaming at the mouth. They're like erratic behavior. They're like zombies mixed with demons. So, and it's sad. Honestly, it's like I make fun, but it's like sad to see an animal dying of rabies. So what we would do is we would have bow and arrows, and we would hunt rabid animals in our neighborhood with bow and arrows to protect our pets. It was a necessary evil that we had to do. Not evil. It was like I feel bad. I mean, they're like helpless, sick, so we had to kill them, put them out of their misery. Eat your in ramen. I think I have been there. I can't remember specifically, but I'm pretty sure I have been there. When did I first shoot a gun? Generation Execute. If I played this stuff in the gym, I expect a revolution. I'll have to check that out. So when did I first shoot a gun? When did I first shoot a gun? I'm pretty sure I first shot a gun in Boy Scouts, I want to say. But from Boy Scouts, I didn't shoot a gun again until I was in the Navy. So I was 18 when I was in boot camp, and you shot the shotgun. I'm pretty sure. Wait, is that right? Or the pistol? One of them was laser. One of them was only fired with like a laser simulator, but I can't remember if it was the shotgun or the pistol. One of them was only laser, and one of them was legit, like actual rounds. My dad used to rattle deer antlers together to draw up bucks. It worked well until somebody shot at sound of two bucks fighting. Yikes. Yeah, a lot of hunting, a lot of stuff like that happens hunting. So then, from then, I didn't shoot a gun again from boot camp until probably 2009 when I went on my individual augmentee. So from 2004 to 2009, I don't think I shot a gun at all. Then when I was going to Afghanistan, we got a lot of opportunity to shoot 50 cal, 240s, pistol, which was the Beretta, and M16s. We had M16s when we were doing that deployment with the Army. So we shot a lot, thousands and thousands of rounds for training for that, probably tens of thousands of rounds. Come out west, we'll take you elk hunting in Colorado, a great animal, very hard to hunt. I would probably do it. I'm not ethically against it as long as you know, do it respectfully, eat it afterwards. Never touch a gun in 4 years in the Navy. Yeah, if your job, I wouldn't have. If I didn't go and do the special programs, I would have never touched a gun again. So then the Navy just doesn't do it unless you're like a master at arms or a gunner's mate or you do import security or float security or something like that. Operate drones. That's what I did. That's what I did in the Navy. Was I was a drone pilot for the second half of my career in the Navy. So then from my individual augmentee deployment, I owned a gun after that. I had a personal gun. And then I went into Naval Special Warfare, and there I shot a lot. So you can imagine I shot a lot of guns during that time, and it was awesome. I loved it. I'm not a big gun person. Like I live like living in Japan where there's no guns. I actually really like that. I think that that's great. In San Diego, I only owned one gun. It was a revolver. It was for home defense, personal security, and I was not a big like rifle collector, nothing like that. That just isn't just not who I am. Not my thing. That could change someday. I mean, I look at it as just like a defense, personal defense thing. Engineering, TIG, MIG, welding was the closest thing to a gun. Yes, nice. Yes, engineering is not going to be slinging pistols. They have samurai swords. Well, when you make chief in the Navy, you can have a sword. So if you make chief, you can have a sword. Or if you're an officer, you can have a sword. So you'd always have a cutlass. Why did you go into flying drones? Oh, what kind of question is that? How awesome does that sound? That's the reason. So the drone program, keep an eye on the time before I got to go. So the drone program was a special program open to anybody working in aviation. And when I heard about it, I was actually thinking about getting out of the Navy because of some stuff, some policies the Navy had where they were kicking out sailors for no reason because of downsizing. I was like, I better think about getting out of the Navy before I get downsized. So I was like, okay, let me see what this is all about. So I heard about the drone program through a buddy of mine who was in it, and once I saw it, I was like, yes, I am doing that. So I applied. You had to apply. You had to do these interviews and do a screening. You had to get a top secret security clearance, and then I got accepted into the program, and I went and did that. So that was the coolest job ever, and it's 100% the reason that I'm standing here today in front of you guys is that job. That was it. The reason. Um, so that was the best. That was the best job. Let's see. How do I go back to? Oh, here we go. Let's see. What time do I got to go to the vet? The appointment's at 10:05. So I'm going to be leaving here in about 4 minutes. So let's see. I just learned how I can go back and keep the chat on the screen. So I can now see the comments. So vet's in about 5 minutes. And then immediately after the vet, she's got her groomer's appointment. So once a month, she gets groomed, and they do such a good job. She doesn't shed for like a week after the groomer, which is incredible. Let's see, Dylan. Wait, what is the downsize and why would it affect you in the Navy? Well, remember, we're talking about in 2010, 2011, 2012. Okay, the Navy was going through downsizing, and they kicked out. There was these programs called Perform to Serve and Enlisted Retention Boards, and what they did was they kicked out tens of thousands of people in all these different rates. Like I've talked about this on the show before, but I saw grown men, 16 years in the Navy, kids, women, grown men and women, in tears at work, finding out they're getting kicked out, no chance to retire with 16 years in the military. Screw that. That's not how you treat people. And so I was going to get out. After seeing what the Navy was doing to people, I was going to get out. And those programs don't exist anymore. There is no more PTS. You used to have to apply through PTS every time you would reenlist for years. They would review your record and tell you if you have permission or not to reenlist. If you had NJP, failed PRTs, if you were on profile for PT or something like that, there's a good chance you're getting kicked out. No sympathy. So long. See ya. Here's 50 grand severance pay. Good luck on all your future endeavors. That's it. And they kicked out a ton of people like that. It was horrible. Horrible. If you were in the wrong rate and at the wrong time, you were screwed. And so I got PTS approved at the time. And I'm pretty sure the only reason I got approved is because I had done that individual augmentee deployment to Afghanistan, which put me in a higher tier for getting approved for that kind of thing, was a voluntary IA deployment. And so I was lucky. And so knowing that could happen, like seeing that happen to people, I was like, is this really what I want to put all my eggs into this basket? And if it wasn't for the drone program, I would have gotten out and I was going to apply for the San Diego PD and become a police officer. That was my initial getting out plan. Here it's 10 p.m. Where are you? Okinawa, Japan. I'm in Okinawa. So I'm on Tokyo time. So, yep. So that's that deal with that. That's why I went into the drone program. Once I found out about it, it was, you had to know somebody to even know to apply to it. It wasn't in not DTS. What's it called? The detailing app, CMSID. It wasn't in CMSID. So you had to know the deal with it. Let's see. I knew an Army officer that got ripped out after being passed over for major twice. Isn't that horrible? High year 10 years for all the ones who are being screwed. Thanks, Dylan. It's seen the MQ-25 refuel in F-18 recently, and who flies the X-47 Bravo? I have not seen that. If you're asking me if I've seen that, I have not seen that. And who flies the X-47? I don't know, Air Force officers probably. Do you like sushi at least? I love sushi. I love sushi. We actually can't go to sushi right now because Okinawa is in a state of emergency for COVID, and so we can't really go out and sit down in any restaurants because our restrictions for liberty have actually been getting more relaxed, but the local restrictions have been getting higher. So feel bad. I feel bad too. I think about that shit all the time. My buddy Ted, if you're out there, I hope you're doing well, dude. So horrible. So, all right, guys, I have to go to my vet appointment with the doggo and take care of her. So, if you guys want to check out the Instagram, stay tuned for that. I'll be posting the Eurovision list, and I always have a fire story over there on Instagram. You can join this channel by clicking the join button below this video. You can join on Patreon. If you join on Patreon as an elite tier patron, $10 a month on your second month, I'm gonna send you a free T-shirt. All that, I appreciate it. You can buy merch like the T-shirt that I'm wearing right now at ScuttleButtShow.com. And yeah, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today at the dog park. With all that being said, I look forward to talking to you guys very soon.